The first official episode of the 1990s, released on January 6, 1990. This is episode 9 of Mystery Science Theater 3000, season 1. The movie they're covering today is Project Moonbase, but of course, because Project Moonbase is 63 minutes long, we get 2 more shorts. We're continuing the story of Radar Men from the Moon, Part 7 and Part 8, but of course, first, we get an invention exchange. And while this is not a very good movie, it actually is a movie that is quite important, being one of the first science fiction movies that actually depict us going to the moon. And wow, it really shows. They're not even close, but that's okay. Let's check out the invention exchange first. What does Joel and the crew have up their sleeve that could really help us in this tumultuous time?
Yes.
All right. Hey, the scientists are calling.
Come in, Joel, my little spunk dumpling.
Hey, sirs, is it time for the invention exchange?
No, it's time for the AAU swim meet. Yes, it's time for the invention exchange.
Dazzle us, Sparky.
All right, sirs. This week, I've got a new way of juggling water. Okay, you're going to help me, Crow. You're going to pitch to me. So take this turkey baster, carry it over there. Take it over that way. Juggling water, you guys.
Cool.
See? Under the leg.
Wow.
That's it. Over the back. Here we go.
Or maybe just a $1.99 trick he picked up at the local magic show. Actually, Joel makes all these, but not very useful. I think he would be ceremonially kicked off Shark Tank for presenting this product.
More impressive tricks on a box of Cracker Jacks.
Well, there are those little tattoo things, those lick
Larry.
I wrote my name.
Yes, and like its predecessor, it clears with a shake. Very nice, Larry. Now make me a picture of Jokey Smirk.
Okay, I'd love to.
Well, they can't all be winners. One of the reasons in the later seasons they dropped the invention exchange and actually start doing continuing storylines. Because you want to develop the characters more. I want to learn more about the mad scientist. What makes him so mad? And if you want to watch this episode, it is another episode that is available for free on the Mystery Science Theater 3000 YouTube channel. Legal and free. The best kind. So check it out there if you want to see this whole episode. Project Moonbase.
Don't move.
Oh, I mean, you can move a little bit. You can breathe and stuff.
Montana looks left.
Drop your gun.
He's
Where's
open.
Graven?
Fires away, and it's incomplete. Oh, that could have been his rotator cuff.
Plummeting towards Earth.
Wow.
Meanwhile, back at the Cody Institute for people who almost die every
I got
week,
the flying suit under control just before I crashed.
Al's Cafe, serving the underworld since 1923.
Sure, I've seen him around here and talked to him a few times, but I don't know anything about him.
Meanwhile, back at the casino, the Keno game raged on.
Ever kissed a dog? I mean, like, right on the mouth.
So after we get it through another Commander Cody, well, 2 of them, Radar Men from the Moon, Parts 7 and 8. Yes, these are starting to grate on me. I defended them at first. Though we do get to see the space vehicle again. We get to the main course. Project Moonbase. A movie that's 63 minutes long. And as we can see here, has the prestige of being shot in 10 days. Now, I'm not someone who makes movies, but that does seem like a short shooting schedule, but who knows? Maybe let's see what the average shooting schedule is now. Oh, okay. But between 30 to 150 days. But those are Hollywood movies. Maybe in the 1950s, it was a lot different. You know, there's a lot of special effects now. The budgets are a lot bigger. So, you know, I can understand it takes longer to shoot movies now. Let's see what it was in the 1950s. Oh, okay. Never mind. 30 to 120 days. It actually really hasn't changed very much. And this movie is astronomically rushed. And it's another one that the crew struggles through. They're just choosing really, really bad movies, and their movie selection will get much better later on with higher quality movies that they can actually make fun of. Corny movies, but ones that actually have action, acting, and characters. Something Project Moonbase is missing. There's basically no characters. There's no acting. And you don't even see the moon until way later, quote-unquote the moon, until way later in the episode. Oh boy. But, like always, Crow saves us. Did I mention I like Crow? I love him. I want to marry him. I'm going to buy a puppet of him and use it for my later videos. Oh no, I'm not kidding. I'm literally going to do that.
Thing in the world to me is the military security of the United States.
And my dog Floppy.
And I'm not in the least bit apologetic for my attitude.
Help you with the cue cards.
That would be very interesting, General.
Well, I can give you a rough idea. The station is a titanium hull with steel bracing. 350 feet in diameter. It rotates completely around the Earth, and now that we have a space station,
Or Frisbee,
it is at last possible to send a ship
or
station
batteries,
all the way around the moon.
or playground ball.
So, what is the plot of Project Moonbase? Well, we're in the future. This movie is set in 1970. Woo! And the United States wants to build bases on the moon, because that's what we're going to do in 1970. I love how these movies never set it like farther in the future. Even Blade Runner, one of my favorite movies ever, made this mistake by setting it in 2019. Yes, 2019, I do remember that year, and we definitely did not have flying cars that look like this. We barely have electric cars that go on the ground. So in 1970, we got to build bases on the moon. And Major Bill Moore and Dr. Warner are going to orbit the moon to find landing sites. However, this guy Warner is actually a spy for a country, we'll just call it Russia. Actually, don't say the country, but come on. This is in 1953. Who do you think the enemy was? And he tries to sabotage this mission. And we get so much exposition until we finally get to the actual moon's parts. And this is just a test of everyone's patience. And also this came out around the same time that a much better movie focusing around the moon came out. Abbott and Costello Go to Mars. Alright, okay, not that one, but Destination Moon.
Dramatic moment. We're months of construction, checking every detail 1,000 times, and a desperate struggle to convince the skeptical, to outwit those who would stop us, to muster up courage.
Destination Moon came out in 1950, and Project Moonbase came out in 1953. Whenever there's a successful, innovative movie that kickstarted the science fiction genre in the 50s, like Destination Moon, everyone starts copying it. And the copies are always, well, not as good. Here's some clips.
What? Sleeping on the job again, huh?
Looks like we got another fish tank for the ship. Oh, I hate when that happens. Poor guy.
By this time, my lungs were aching for air.
Isn't that a line from Sea Hunt?
Yeah.
You must.
Get back to where you once belonged, Jojo.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt anybody. We were just playing. Mom says sometimes I play too rough. I'm probably a lot bigger than the other kids are. And, well, I was just goofing off, and now I guess he's dead. I was playing, and well, it wasn't really my fault. I feel like such a jerk. I never really killed anybody before. Jeez.
Come on!
It's a G.I. Joe action set. Comes with Moon Man, Space Pod, and detachable retinas.
Head and legs sold separately.
By Blammo.
I was wondering if you could,
Ask her.
Could what, Bill?
Ask her.
I mean, could you,
Yes.
Oh, Jiminy.
oh, skip it. We'll take it up later.
Oh, bonehead. What is that?
This looks like an early version of Pong.
With the invitations, but we got them out in time.
But you know, we've promised to do something.
Yes, and a good thing, too. What about it?
Well, if you expect me to go through with it, there's something you've got to do for me.
No, I'm not going to MC your wedding.
Well, at this point, you can just about write your own ticket, if I can do it. What is it, kid?
Well, it's this.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the sight of God.
He's in rented
to join
shorts.
This man and this woman in the
And
holy
that's the
bonds of
t-shirt her
matrimony.
mom got married
Take
in.
this woman to be your lawfully wedded.
So the host segments consist of a parody of a late-night infomercial, I guess.
Present. Part pasteurized processed cheese food product.
That valuable china crack? No problem. Just a dab of Spackum will do the trick.
Try Spackum on an onion roll for a real lunchtime treat.
Takes care of rust on that old jalopy, and ladies will just love how Spackum removes those nagging liver spots and plantar's warts.
Slice thin for a fabulous roast substitute.
Kids will just have a ball with Spackum.
Change your mother into a basketball and drive out rodents and other household pets.
And they end the episode by reading some fan letters again, given that, oh shucks, Midwestern charm. And you can see they're trying to build up the fan base. I can't say that these are a bad way to end the series, since Mystery Science Theater fan club at one point had over 50,000 members.
Info on the MST3K fan club. We enjoy it very much. Thanks. Happy holidays from the both of us. Whoa, look at these Swedes. Whoa.
Yeah. You know how they say when people get married, they start looking alike? These two have been together a long time.
My turn, my turn.
Okay, let her go, Mr. Tom Servo there.
Right you are, Slappy. This one comes from Jeff Conrad in Bloomington, Minnesota. Greetings, I've been a long-time fan of Mystery Science Theater 3000. A group of friends and I watch it every week on videotape. Hey, tell me, will the new shows be in color or all in black and white? Sincerely, Jeff Conrad.
Well, and we got this last one here from fabulous Hawaii.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it says, Dear Sirs, I'd like to join your fan club. Please send me information, membership cards, large sums of money. Very funny. That's from Sam Litzinger from Honolulu.
Aloha.
Yeah, Tom Servo, why don't you read that information for the people on Earth?
Put it up there, Cam. But give it to me one time on the CG.
And they also had kind of a pro-piracy position where they would constantly talk about circulating the tapes. This is when people would film Mystery Science Theater on VHS and send those tapes to other people, and they would trade tapes with other people, with their friends or other Misties as they were being called. So already they were organically getting a cult following and saying, hey, listen, we're just like you. We want to read your fan letters. We're not any better than you. Here's our P.O. box. Circulate the tapes. No problem. You want to tape this show and send it to someone else? Even though technically every other company's like, if you distribute any of this illegally, we will hunt you down. They're like, nah, don't worry about it. It's all good. Also turn down your lights.
The collection, again from those fashion drones on Maja 5. This tie automatically lengthens to ever-changing tides and trends of fashion.
Next up is episode 10 of season 1, Robot Holocaust. The first movie that the Mystery Science Theater crew has covered that's in color. They've mentioned this several times before, that they've asked the Mads to send them a movie in color. And I agree, movies in color are a lot more enjoyable. And this is a post-apocalyptic one. The problem is, it's directed by a guy who went on to direct gay porn. So, is the acting like a porno? It absolutely is. So stay tuned for Robot Holocaust. It's a real trip, bro. It ain't no Mad Max, but it is at least in color. Thanks a lot for watching, and check out our playlist for all episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000. We're doing all 230 episodes. Tales from the Dark Side, Black Mirror, Monsters, which is finished, Fear Itself, which is finished, Pet Shop of Horrors, and Cowboy Bebop. Thanks a lot.